Hello, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, the Road to 56 mod. I'm going to be playing as the Celtic Republic, which is a custom startup that this mod provides. I do have this preset already set up. Literally, the only thing that changes here is all the way down in the map setup. Scroll down to United Kingdom fragmentation status. All the Celtic states, that is Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Brittany, will be united under the Scottish tag. And to play this, Ireland. I'm going to have Iron mode on and historical AI on. Keep everything historical. And into it. Oh yeah, this is from a previous one. I'm just going to overwrite this because it got into a bit of a stalemate. Just pause the recording while this loads. Yeah, and whenever you set this mod up, it shows a game over screen for Ireland. Just something to bear in mind if you ever try this yourself. And now, here we are, the Celtic Republic, 1st of January, 1936. What do we have for our army? A loss of very understaffed units. Let's have a look at what our templates are. So this is I think this is a bog standard infantry division. Which, what's the difference between this? I might actually try using this as my base unit, because this is a pretty solid all-round defensive unit. Colonial Garrison, I'm going to rename that to Regional Garrison, because we're not colonizing anyone here. And let's see now. Camel Corps. Why the hell do we need that? Nope. Tank Brigade. This is awful. Cavalry. I'm going to keep this as a garrison unit. This isn't bad. I'm going to rename this to a training infantry division. Because it'll be just a little bit quicker to train up this than this one. Tank Brigade, I'm just going to delete that. Right. That's our army. Wow, we have a lot of ships. Actually, right. Merge them all up. Let's see what kind of planes we have. A lot of them, and they're probably need to merge them all up. Interesting. Well, while they're waiting, let's see what we got. Ooh, we have this pro-union movement. So for the next year, we have to deal with. We have less war support, less political power gain, less party popularity. And a few other things as well. I'll have to deal with that at some point. Right, well, let's have a look at the focus tree. Now, this is something that the mod adds to just about all to Ireland as well. Probably it would add to Wales as well, as a separate nation, and the Bretagne Republic. So our political tree is provisional government. Then we can either favor republicanism or choosing a monarch. Elsewhere we have a combination of army and industry. Jake. Air Academy. Shipyard of the world. Industrial boom, which we need to get a load of factories for that. Right, so if I go and have a look at this political tree. If we choose republicanism, we can either go with communism, fascism, democracy. If we choose a monarch, we can go with democracy or pure autocracy. Well, since I'm going with historical, none of this is really too useful because that requires France to be Bavarian or monarchist. Same for Norway. Right, first things first, I'm gonna get this out of the way. And let's check what our industry's like. We have 11. We have 6 factories for building things. Military factories where we have only 5. A lot of these. So we'll get started on those. Yeah, these are marked as resisting, but that'll change in very quickly. The motorized, I'll keep that around. Yeah, I'll keep this around for now and just update it later. It's not too bad. Right. I'm inclined to side with the Allies. Well, which means I'm probably going to have to merge all these over to... want a full army here. In Brittany. A lot more infantry equipment. So... I'm also going to need... oh, railway guns. I'm going to want artillery because that is just the king. See now. Trucks will probably be handy as well. Anti-air because we were going to get bombed to hell and back by the Germans. Then go all in on guns. Yeah, it's reporting that isn't used anywhere. Research-wise, let's have a look. Normal. Playing as Ireland, we'd have this unlocked, which Road to 56 adds. Means that recon, or cavalry and motorized recon, will actually buff soft attack. A little, but helpful. Little. Port companies, yeah, there's nothing usual here. Yep, nothing usual there. Do have depth charges. Might be able to use that. Tanks, nah. Basic airframe, so I'll probably go all in on fighters. Ooh, we do have radio researched. Don't have this researched yet because we haven't completed the project. I wonder if we can actually build them. We can. Interesting. Right, so this out of the way so we can just get a bit of extra speed. This so we can dig in Brittany and dare I'll have to bring his friends. And this because it's just too good to pass up. Then probably get synthetic oil experiments. Let's see what we got. Actually, have a decent amount of resources now. Let's see, alright. This doesn't give us much, but... then queue up a load of these. One of these. If memory serves me right, the more we can get a focus to build forts in Brittany, but they seem to do them here. Personally, I'm more inclined to just go here, here, and here. Dig in, make it really hard for them to get to us. Does mean abandoning Saint-Nazaire, but there are limits to what we can really do. Yeah, let's see what our... right, naval patrol bomber, plus air support. Those are fighters, which we kind of do want. Most of these are pretty awful, so I'm actually just gonna sell most of these off because they are crap. You guys just exercise so we can get a basic plane at the door. Right. should give us a little bit of a boost. Alright, let's see what we've got to work with. A lot of early stuff, which is awful. We've split these off into a different fleet and... just exercise. And the rest... that seems like a decent enough fleet to work with. So, I'll put these guys... I'm gonna put these. I'm gonna put this lot into a standalone escort fleet, escort army, fleet, flotilla, whatever. This is gonna be the big guys. I should probably look up names. So. Go with the extra positioning because we're going to have a very large fleet. These guys, screening efficiency. He also is an anti-submarine expert, which is probably more fitting for this. Right, let's move everything over to the training division. I haven't already. But Royal Tank Regiment, that reminds me. You actually take these tanks. Probably not, because I think they're counted as a foreign variant, so we can't. Silly, but there you have it. Where did I put them? Wait a bit.
Ready, sir.
All these old names. Free Brigade. Army High Command. Yep, that's obviously from Ireland.
Ready, sir.
Alright, so that should give us a little bit of surplus at the end of the month. We sell these tanks off.
Yes, sir.
I'll delete that because it is an awful template. We have Royal Marines, but I'm surprised we don't have mountaineers because we have a lot of mountainous terrain up here. Hills and mountains in Wales, Ireland. Not really here, it's all flat, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Now we just sit back and get on with it. Right, we've got our first folks out of the way. Choose a monarch, or I think I'm going to go with this just for the flat stability and political power. That's just too easy to pass up. Well, Chief Army isn't too expensive, nor is our... Well, that's one thing we do have going for us, from relatively cheap people. Right, Army Defense, Naval Maneuver, and then do I wait? Do I get this guy now, or do I just get this? I think ground support would be helpful.
Ready.
And I'm going to assign these guys to Douglas Wimberley because he's already an infantry specialist. If we can get him up a few levels, we can get him up to an infantry. We can buff our infantry even more. Now, who do I go with here? They're both pretty much the same. Artillery attack. I think this guy is going to do it for us. And perhaps some subs. Just so we have an admiral. Right, after this, go straight in here. It doesn't show up here, but the last time I played this, following this path, meant we could get our political advisors much cheaper, half price or so. So here's who we have. Your average workhorse, captain of industry, war industrialist, elusive gentleman, demagogues and reformers, whatever. I think this guy is new. It might not be bad to have later. This woman is unique to us, and I do like those bonuses. But we shall see. Right. I'm just going all in on fighters. Ooh, now that would be nice. Breton aircraft factory. We do need to develop Brittany first, so put this on for now, and I can assign that later. Okay. Ah, yeah, that's the modifier. Parliamentarianism. So, RC stability modifier is quite high. Political advisors are half percent. That's huge. Get this synthetic oil experiment out of the way because we do not have a lot of fuel and we're going to need more of it. Give this fella logistics wizards, which will counteract him artillerist a bit, quite a bit. And then, yeah, defensive doctrine. Just start consolidating some of these. That is, my god, look at how slow that is. 2 a day? Now that will improve, but it's still awful. After this, I'm probably going to go straight into support trade just for an extra factory. Or, actually no, I'm going to go in here to gain a synthetic refinery just for extra fuel. Then research grants, and then attract investors because we need to start getting through all this quicker. Let's see, concentrated or dispersed? Dispersed because I know full well Mustache Man is going to bomb the crap out of us from the air. See, big fleet. I can't really do a lot with you guys. I do need to update some of these. That's a while away. London Naval Treaty, so that's probably going to involve us having to. France, going to need it. I'm just going to build this up here so we have a continuous rail network. It's going to help with our supplies. Yeah, we have a lot of surplus, which is going to help with building these, but we need more factories. Oh my, I'm going to schedule queue up one of these here. They queue up a warfare facility as well. We have this. London Naval Treaty. Yes, we'll go with that. Silent Workhorse. And let's see, I'm gonna go with the Captain of Industry now because it'll buff as much of these as possible. Yeah, we actually can sort out. Ooh, doctrines. So we have Grand Battle Plan, which is not great, but it's okay. I'm gonna go with this now because extra army experience. Yes, please. Naval reform. We're gonna need that. There we go. Now I think about it. Look at these. Okay, just give this we need way more of that. Ooh. So some of these Mayos are locked behind some of our focus tree things, like the Celtic unification tree. I think that might be worth holding off until we have that. Until we have those. So I'm gonna put the escorts just on escort you. On exercising, they don't take too much. Wouldn't be bound to have yet. I think from here, not really. A lot of this stuff already. Range improvements would be nice, but required. I guess excavation 1. That does also buff the amount of fuel we get. What else does we get with this? On the escort, so destroyer leader and hunter killer, I think. We do have quite a few destroyers and cruisers here, so probably go cruisers. These submarines are awful, but they will do. We have enough to actually get. This one that was okay. Okay. A little bit more. Okay. I think I probably have enough power. Oh, for Navy XP, where is it? Right, Vanessa. I do want to add one of the... Ah, crap. Need more. Arrgh. Oh. Extra research speed, that's always nice early on. Now we can build our new destroyers. It's a regular escort for Yao shippers. What difference? And I am going to... Oh god. Right, I'm gonna call this the... Ooh, I don't know. Orkney class. Close and then merge you all up and that should have that. Yes. Let's look at this out of the way now. Some of these I'm going to upgrade. It'll take a while to get through all that, but it's worth doing. Bring some of these up separately just so I have can get them up a bit.
Ready to move.
Let's see what we have for other ships while I'm at it. So an old battleship. This is not great, and I'm just not going to bother adding with those. Some better ones. Well, I say better, not by much. A lot of these cruisers. This is a heavy cruiser, which is probably not much use to me. A lot of these older cruisers, which are awful. Ooh, what's this? Trading ship. Let's see if I can much. As far as I know, the meta for light cruisers is to just stack as much light attack so we can wipe the floor, wipe out as many, what you call them, enemy screens as possible, then go from there. Well, Civil War's kicked off. So yeah, let's get how that goes. Ooh, a few other things I forgot to do. Rename Northern Ireland to Ulster. That comes from the Irish focus tree. And approach the Bardic circles. Like a new political advisor, Francois Taldir Yafrano. Gives us extra stability, war support. Ooh, now that is nice. Attack and defense on core territory. Might want this guy later. So I'm gonna keep Gordon McAllister for a while because he'll just help with this section here. All this stuff. I need more city factories. I think about it. Here, I can get more via the focus tree, and I probably will, but wouldn't hurt to at least have them queued up. I can juggle them around later. What we got? 18 days, so just over 2 weeks, and then we can go into attracting investors, then invest in our cousins. That's how I'm going to try this. Okay. So I think I'm gonna keep this other one open for a elusive gentleman, just so we can get the extra operatives and get the agency up and running quicker once it's ready. And I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. So, last time I played this, we basically got our arses handed to us in the air, but we managed to hold our own on the ground and on the seas as well. Well, not so well on the seas as on ground, but this is Hearts of Iron 4. Nobody plays it for the naval game. Anyway, that is going to be it. If you like this, please like, comment, subscribe, maybe tip me on Patreon, buy me a coffee, whatever, or maybe check out the game I'm working on, Pathfinder. That's currently up on GameJolt.itch.io as a free demo. I am working on getting it uploaded to Steam as a free demo as well. I plan to start doing an early access version of that sometime around St. Patrick's Day. In that case, that's it for me. See you in the next one. Bye for now.